Yes, student, I told you in previous video, there is one very specific redox reaction. This is called disproportionation reaction. Okay, disproportionation reaction. It is a single term. Now, what is the meaning of a term? In a chemical reaction, if same species, okay, itself oxidize as well gets reduced, that is what here the two species do not require, that is the two atoms of different element do not require, but the same elements atom itself oxidize as well as what reduce, known as disproportionation reaction. Okay, now how it is possible that the same species is getting oxidized as well as reduced? So this is on the basis of redox reaction. Again we can check, like example, hydrogen peroxide H2O2 when kept open in sunlight or heated, it get convert into H2O plus O2. Now we have to check the balanced chemical reaction. So now here what? 2H2O2, this is what? 2H2O, and this is O2. Okay, now let's check the oxidation state of all species. Student, I told you earlier that the oxidation state of oxygen in case of peroxide, this is what? Peroxide. What is peroxide? Hydrogen peroxide. Here the oxidation state always shows what? -1. So here the exceptional case where the oxidation state of oxygen is -1. So with respect to it, the oxidation state of hydrogen will be what? +1, isn't it? But here it is a neutral, simple, stable molecule. Therefore, the oxidation state of oxygen is -2, but the oxidation state of hydrogen is again remains what? +1. Now here O2, it is present in gaseous form, that is neutral molecule. So its oxidation state is what? 0. Let me write it what? 0. Getting? Means what? The oxidation state of hydrogen is not getting changed. Therefore, we need not to consider it. We have to consider only one species. How it is? The oxidation state of oxygen is earlier -1 in the reactant side, but in the product side it become what? -2. So increase in negative charge is known as reduction. So we can write here what? Increase in negative charge. This is one more definition. Negative charge is known as what? Reduction. So what? We can say that the oxygen is reduced. That is, the hydrogen peroxide is reduced to water. But one more change is there. The same species, now compare it with what? This is O2 molecule, where -1 to 0. So we can see here oxidation number is increases. So increase in oxidation state is known as what? Oxidation. Is known as oxidation. So student, here the oxidation and the reduction takes place simultaneously. Therefore, this is called disproportionation reaction. We can take one more example. When P4, that is phosphorus, reacts with base, that is what? OH anion, in the presence of water, this is what? 3H2O is getting converted into, we have to write a particular reaction, PH3 plus H3PO2. Getting? Now start finding the oxidation state of all species, but very first you balance it. This is what? 3OH, remember, anion. Here what? P4, and here 1 and 1, 2 oxygen is there, therefore phosphorus is there, therefore we can write here what? 3 number. So now the reaction is balanced. Now one by one start counting oxidation number of all species. Student, P4, it is in solid form, therefore its state is what? 0, isn't it? In OH anion, the oxidation state of oxygen is -1, hydrogen is +1, so overall it acquires -1. Now the oxidation state of oxygen is -2 and hydrogen is +1. But here in pH3, the oxidation state of hydrogen is what? +1. So what it will become? It will become X, okay, plus 3 into plus 1 is equal to 0. So X plus 3 is equal to 0. So X is equal to -3. So what is the oxidation state? You can do this activity, okay? So the oxidation state is what? -3 of phosphorus here, isn't it? This is for hydrogen. But what about here? So again you do calculate it. For hydrogen, this is what? 3 plus P is what? X minus 6 is equal to 0. Sorry, minus 4. Okay, 2 2 ja 4 is equal to 0. That is what? That is, you can write X minus 1 is equal to 0. So X is equal to +1. So oxidation state of phosphorus is here what? +1. I told you some element shows variable oxidation state. Now student, the atoms in which the oxidation state in the reactant side and in the product side remains same, this species is not oxidized or reduced, so need not to consider. But the atom whose oxidation state are changed, we have to consider about it. Like here, the phosphorus. Earlier in the reactant side, the phosphorus is in 0 oxidation state, which is getting converted into what? One of the compound pH3. I am writing in this way. Converted into pH3. So what happened here? 0 is converted into -3. That is, you can write here what? Oxidation number decreases. And decrease in oxidation number, this process is known as what? Reduction. So here the reduction takes place. But one more change is there. What? The P4 is now getting converted into, look at here, I am writing in this way, +1. Okay, look at here. So what? 0 is converted into +1, means oxidation number what? Increases. So an increase in oxidation number, this is known as what? Oxidation. Oxidation. So student, the same species, the phosphorus is reduced as well as oxidized. Therefore this is disproportionation reaction.